Hey friends, and welcome back to another academic planner talk with me, Zabrina. And today I'm so excited to talk about the new academic planner for 2021-2022 school year from Erin Condren. So thanks again to the whole Erin team, Erin Condren and Tori Johnson, for sending this planner over to me, along with this new cover and some of these mid-century circles, accessories, and new product for some highlighters from EC. So thanks a million for sending those over. I'm so excited to not only review these, but also to get to using them. I mean, it is so exciting to get a new fresh start for the new academic year, the new planner, especially because my last one got water damaged before the school year even started. So I've kind of been lugging that around. It got chunky, not just from stickers, but had damage. But I'm so excited to start fresh in this new one. So the funny thing is that it's kind of almost a year maybe since my first video, or at least since I found out about the whole online planner community here on YouTube, on Instagram, Pinterest, all over the place. And one of the big reasons I started this channel was because I wanted to talk more about academic planning options and how to do it for students, because I found out about this planner and I thought it was exactly what I needed, because I just wanted to change from what I was usually getting from Target, TJ Maxx, or Ross, or wherever. And this one really just fit the bill. And it's just so crazy to be here reviewing it after I purchased my first one last year. So I'm so excited to dive in with that. So once again, Erin Condren will be offering this coiled option for the academic planner, but there will also be a few softbound options in different cover colors. But today I'm going to be focusing on the coiled planner. And in my next video in this series, I'll be talking more about the softbound planner options and then comparing it to last year's planners as well, so you can hopefully make an informed decision about which you choose to get on launch day. And this, along with these mid-century circles accessories that are already on the EC website, will be released on June 8th. So let's dive in. So they sent this coil planner to me with this cover that says "Don't wish for it, work for it," which I really like. I'm not someone who's super into flowers, although I do like the floral pattern of the life planners, but I love green. Green is literally my favorite color, and so I love that I get to have this on a kind of greenery cover, and this is the back as well. And if you haven't noticed yet, most of my covers will have some kind of saying that's meaningful to me. So this one says, "Your potential to succeed is infinite." So I really like this one as well. And it looks like for both of these cover options, they will be released on the Erin Condren site at the time of the academic planner release on June 8th. And you'll be able to alter the colorway for these. So I think not just these brush strokes, but the background color. You can edit and then some of the colorway for this cover as well. But you can get these designs on a life planner. You could also get them on a few of the notebooks as well. So this is not exclusive to people who like to use the academic planner. And you'll also be able to buy them standalone. So if you just need a new cover for what you've got at home already, you'll be able to do that as well. So let's look more at these accessories first. So this is the Mid-Century Circles ballpoint pen here. And I'll do a pen test with this as well. And they also sent over this highlighter, which is going to be new to the Erin Condren site. This is actually a fluorescent highlighter, which I thought was really cool beans, because there's lots of pastel options on the EC site, but for people who want something that's going to be your traditional fluorescent highlighter, this is going to be a great option for you. And this highlighter does come free with any academic planner purchase on launch day. So you'll be able to get this when you try out your new AP. They also sent over these Mid-Century Circles mini bookmarks. It's a pack of 3 that will snap into the Coiled planner. The dashboard sticky notes, which I thought was the weirdest thing when I found out about Erin Condren. I'm like, why can't I just buy post-it notes from Walmart or whatever? Honestly, I love these. And once these run out, and I've had one just run out, I'm actually going to paste on my own sticky notes, because being able to snap them into my agenda has been great for all kinds of planning that I do. And this is the Mid-Century Circles dashboard. So this one kind of just gives you a weekly overview. I've used it, of course, for to-do, like it says here, or anything else I need to check off for videos like these that have different steps that I want to go through for the week. And then also they have the week check off. But since I use weekly planners, I've used this for meal planning or just any kind of major event that I don't want to forget about. So stay tuned for this video and for my next softbound planner video, because these goodies, along with a few other items, will all be a part of a giveaway that I'm hosting for the academic planner. So I grabbed my Padfolio notepads here, and I'm going to do a super duper quick pen test so you can see how these work. So I'm going to start with the Mid-Century Circles ballpoint pen, and I did actually get one of these with my launch review box. Ooh. Launch review. I just wanted to see how it writes because when I first got this one, it actually skipped a lot, and I felt like that's mostly because it's a ballpoint pen. Like, they're not always going to be fluid from right when you open them, but this one works immediately, and it writes really smooth on this Erin Condren paper, which I really like. So I'm going to be including that in my giveaway package as well. So I'm going to be including this in the giveaway package as well. So I would recommend this if you wanted to gift it to somebody. I feel like it is kind of expensive. I think on the site it's listed as like $10.50 for a ballpoint pen. I have heard people will say that they'll just like open it up and replace it with a gel ink cartridge. And you just take this like Office Max or anywhere and you can find one that fits. Since I am going to be handing this off to someone else, I don't want to open it and like mess it up. So if you're the lucky winner of that box, you can try out that. And this is the new dual tip fluorescent highlighter. So this is the purple side looks like, which is a bit brighter than you would think from what the tip looks like, and then also the markings on the barrel. But it does have a chisel tip, so you are able to write with it kind of like it's a marker, and you can also just use the flat side, of course, to highlight. And it is fluorescent. I will say it's not going to be pastel like mild liners or any of the other highlighters from the Erin Condren website. This is going to stand out a bit more. Although the purple is slightly more muted, it doesn't like hurt my eyes, but the pink one is very pink, very bright. It works great as a highlighter though. If you want to use it as a marker as well, you could do that, but it will really stand out on your paper. And the pink is more true to color for what you see on the marker tip and on the barrel. And like I mentioned, these will come free with any purchase of the Coiled planners or the softbound academic planners. So now we're moving on to the academic planner. This is my mainstay planner. Literally all of my plans go into this book. No matter what plans you might see me or what planner you might see me using on social media or on Instagram or even on this page, what I'm kind of just showing how it works. This is where, I guess you could say it's what some people will call a catch-all, although I feel like I hate that term. Like, my planner should always catch whatever I need them to catch. I don't know, are they baseball players? But this planner is basically everything for me. And so like I should show you guys the cover. So the inside is going to be like that whiteboard you expect with any of these, and it's going to be a back as well. And I don't know if I explicitly mentioned this in a lot of my videos, but Erin Condren uses interchangeable covers. The only ones that are not are like the leather covers or softbound. So that means this literally rips off because it's laminated, and then you can easily punch it back in, and you can buy new covers for any of your spiral products. And so this is going to be the nameplate page where you can put your name and your school. I guess this is a little bit different than a life planner because it's usually just a blank line. I feel like this makes sense though because it's an academic planner meant to use for school. And as you can already see, it's going to have the mid-century circles theme. And if you are not new to this channel, you know that I am not a fan of mid-century circles. I'm really not. I feel like on things like these markers, it looks fine. It's a nice silver print. It's cute. But the new iteration of mid-century circles, like you'll see here on this washi tape, which has been present on all of the life planners, I really do like that iteration. I like on the accessories, I like on the planning pouch, like things like that. But in the planner book, I don't know. And it's like not as colorful as it is in the life planner, which I guess could be kind of noisy. It does make sense that it's a bit more muted in the academic planner just so that you can just focus on your plans and your full-time job or whatever your job might be. But for me, my full-time job is school, so I guess it doesn't make sense that it's a little more understated. But even as like a difference that I like from last year with this new mid-century circle or slightly updated mid-century circles for academic, this new font comes along. So I love this font paired with the color scheme. And this is basically your year overview. I think I showed a bit about how I used this in my last year's academic planner video, my 2020 video upload from last June. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it the same way, but I will be posting a separate video of ways that you can use the academic planner for things other than school. So just anything you've got going on in your personal life, and also how I set mine up, including these pages. After that year view, you've got a notes page, and then you go to your class schedule. So here you have space to go ahead and put your semester, start and end date, your scheduled time, and then list all your courses with instructors and rooms. and then notes at the bottom. And then you've got another class schedule page on the other side with another notes. I kind of just use these kind of pages for whatever I need that's related to like my class schedule. So for example, I have clinical rotations that I go to pretty much each year at pharmacy school. So I'll list information about my preceptors here, like how to contact them, like if I'm on the go, or any kind of information I need to know about how to get there, things like that. And as you can see, there's only 2 charts for class schedule. That's something I didn't really think about when I ordered mine, as my school is actually on the quarter system, or I guess you could say trimester since we don't usually have summer terms, but let's say quarter system. So I usually go to school for 3 terms out of the school year. So I'll put my fall quarter on this page, winter quarter on this page, and I'll actually use this notes page for my spring quarter. I'll basically just copy this chart over here, except since my classes are not at a constant time every single day, like the times do change, and like they use Google Calendar to update us on all of that stuff. I don't use this time days of the week stuff. I feel like this I tried to maybe repurpose as something to use for my ideal week, but because my class times are always changing, my work schedule isn't consistent either, it kind of just felt like a waste of time. I know one idea I've had is just using this for your morning routine. For example, I always make sure I wake up at least I try to wake up an hour and a half before I have to leave the house to be somewhere. So I might like list the things I want to get done in that time. So if you're someone who's working on building a routine, whether it's the morning or the night, that might be helpful for you. So after the course schedule pages, you have another notes page, and then you move on to August. So this one says rest, enjoy, or essential. I do love yellow. It's such a nice, bright yellow. I really do love this color to set up. Even though I said I hate MCC, like it is nice. I feel like, especially with that font, as I said before. So this is gonna be your monthly page. It's similar to a life planner in that you still get this notes sidebar, and then you have like all your months. Holidays are still listed in here. There's more holidays listed, but you'll get a holiday sticker sheet, which I'll get to more at the end. And you do have plenty of space in your monthly. And then you go to a goals, events, and notes page. You get feedback on from last year's that I wish we had more projects and exam pages. Maybe I'm just the minority, but like at least in pharmacy school if we have 1 test per week, this is just sufficient, but we'll have weeks where we have 2, 3 exams, and this doesn't really accommodate everything, so I put all my overflow projects and exams on this page. And if you wanted to, you also had space like over here to do it, or like at the end of the month if that's more helpful. Sometimes I would just, for description, instead of each test, I would put like for 1 class. Since although I'm taking 7 to 8 classes, I don't necessarily have consistent projects and exams for all 8 of those classes. So but in my video about how I set my academic planner up and how I plan to use it for the school year, feel free to drop all your questions about any of these features. I'll answer them, and if I haven't yet, I'll figure out how I'm going to use it. So I'm going to talk more about the projects and exams pages and how I use everything in the academic planner in my later video in the series, so that you can see more about how you might decide to set it up. After projects and exams, you flip to your week page. These days are in July, so you get that July color, and then you get the August as well. So literally my favorite thing about the academic planner, and the main reason I'd say that I bought this planner, was because it's already split up into 3 columns. I didn't want to do this myself, and I've seen some people do this with sticker kits, etc. But I feel like your planner, like your agenda, should work for you like right out of the box. It should have everything that you need to go about your day, to go about your week. All you should need extra is a pen, which is why I talk so much about like other planners that I find out, and I'm such a big advocate of less of a loyalty to a bunch of brands and more just finding out what works for you. So this one works for me definitely. I love this one, these 3 columns. It helps me organize what I have to do, so I'm not just cramming everything in one big box. Like I'll decide in this column I'm putting the times and places I have to be, and then this middle column will be the things that I must do that evening before the next day of school, etc. So everything kind of has its own place, and I love it because then it's very consistent for me and just so much less confusing, less noise in my head, and I can focus more on actually getting things done. So one thing to note as well is the fact that Saturday and Sunday are also on these pages, but the boxes are much smaller, as you can see. So these column sizes are consistent on the side for this left column one, and then same for Sunday. But you don't have much space for like to do what you already done on the weeks. So for me, sometimes I'll white out the to-do and I'll just write whatever I have to do. And a lot of times I end up carrying things over that I wanted to do on Friday. I'll just use that extra space I might have on Friday for things I want to do for the weekend. Just because, as you can see, there's less space. It wasn't the worst thing in the world like I thought it would be for me, but if you find that it doesn't work, I might just use the Snap-in dashboard or the Sally sticky notes just so I can write down anything that comes to mind without having to like fill up the space with things that I don't need to stay in my planner. So after that, you pretty much just flip to the weeks, which each week is the same except for, of course, this July is in the blue for the July. Well, if there was a July month, this would be the color scheme navy blue. And then August in the MCC pattern matches that too. So you flip to the end of the month, and then you just get your note sides. So at the end of the month, you get 5 sides of notes pages, not like 5 individual pages. So you flip this side, and then you flip to the month. And like you mentioned, each one's going to have a month page with the notes on the side with that mid-century circles design. And then you go ahead to goals, events, notes, projects, and exams, and into your weekly view. And so each weekly is going to look the same with your notes pages. And this is the October tab. November, which I love this quote. And this is my favorite color and one of my favorite months. In January, February, and this specific book actually goes from August 2021 to July 2022. I don't know if there will be a July start option since these don't come out till June 8th, but I know that from last year they had it where the book will start in August, but like as the months went on, you could get September, October start, maybe November, but I know they jumped then to like January to December books that you could order as well for people who like, you know, if you're doing your own program where you're on a calendar year, like you could get a book specifically for that. And then you get your last month. And once you flip to the end, it's July 31st. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 note sides at the end. Previously, you could add 40 to 80 notes pages. I'm not 100% sure on the offering for that or what the price might be, but before it would be 40 pages extra for $5 and 80 pages extra for $10, and maybe lined notes pages. I didn't add any extra notes pages to mine because I knew that there would be like the notes pages dispersed at the end of each month, and these notes pages here actually ended up being enough because even when I had extra projects, like I didn't use a page for each class. And we don't have projects super often, so when I did have extra details, I'd put them as I needed them. But like I'd use 2 sides for like details in class. If it was a month where I was going to go ahead and fly home, like I had a page where I could put all like my flight details, or if I'm going on vacation, like I could put all details about school stuff and then also my personal life. And I'd still have a side or 2 for class notes and meetings. One change I did notice is that before there was like a little box header here. Before you got to the next month's tab, that box is no longer there, which I'm glad. So like all the pages are pretty equal. This year, if I find that I need more notes pages, I might just uncoil this and add notes pages from other notebooks that I have or other planners that I didn't use all the pages for. And then here is a sticker sheet that comes with all of the Coiled academic planners. It has exam, test, study and vacation stickers, and then blank ones so you can put whatever you might need in that color. And you can order a sticker sheet like this. I don't think it's going to be one that's going to be pre-made with this mix of sticker labels, but you can make your own. They even have ones with like icons in there that you can add in for whatever you have going on. But I did actually make my own sticker sheet as well that's kind of colored like this, but it was more just for exam and test. And it is really useful, especially for making things stand out. Like when I have an exam or paper due, even though I do have like things organized, sometimes it can still be easy to just forget something is due if you just put it in black ink with everything else. So I do like these labels, and they do fit well in the month. I'll actually show you, like I'll just grab a vacation label because I don't start school until I think like the week of the 16th. So I'm just going to go ahead and on August 1st, stick vacation in. And it fits pretty well. It's not going to be exactly the width of the month box, but it's not too big and it's not like so small that it looks like it doesn't belong. So this fit well in there. And they do come off pretty easily too. So on, at least on the Erin Condren paper. If you do some plum paper, like pretty much any sticker in plum paper is forever, but on these paper they do come off really easily. It's a pro if you put a sticker on like I just did, you want to take it off, put it where it belongs. But it also means sometimes if you don't like rub a sticker to make sure it stays down, it might end up falling off. So that's something to note there. And then academic planners, along with the life planners, will be coming with this holiday sticker sheet. So I actually already placed one in September. I think that was Grandparents' Day. Yeah, so I wanted to show you that the paper is not an exact match for the planner. But looking at it from far away, it's not like a totally different color or a totally different shade of white. It's not super obvious that you used a sticker. The font does match the other holidays, so it pretty much does. Although it does seem that these holiday date stickers are sized for the softbound monthly, so it doesn't take up the whole monthly space. So you could put it like up here next to the date if you wanted to, if you were fine with like the inconsistency, but it does fit well on the bottom there. And it also easily comes off like those other stickers, but it will stay down. And then on this holiday sticker sheet, you've also got these asterisk sticker circles. These month headers don't peel off, like that's just text. The only thing that comes off is the actual holiday, not the dates. And then you've got these sticker flags in here, and also these like teardrop little stickers there as well. So you've got some extra labels for anything else. The only thing I thought that was kind of interesting about these sticker sheets is I feel like if we're going to put, I like the initiative that we're putting a lot more holidays in the agenda, because I mean there's obviously people who celebrate these holidays and would love to have them here, but the thing is sometimes I'll white out stickers or white out holidays, especially if I want to put the sticker on top or if I have more details that I need to add in the monthly. It might not apply. I think I've done that in the daily here, but they go above the day, so it doesn't get in the way for the weekly view. But I feel like for the monthly, it's like, how are we deciding which ones go on the sheet or get printed in the planner? I feel like all the holidays should just be printed on the sticker sheet. I know that there's other companies that will do that as well, where you could just leave this sheet blank, or even have your own holiday stickers made. Because although I love Christmas, it's one of my favorite holidays, but there's someone out there who doesn't celebrate Christmas, who doesn't need that there, who might not care to have it there, or they want the option for where it goes. Like I know people, myself included, where this monthly spread is exclusively things pertaining to school, and then in the notes they might put the holiday, but they don't really want this taking up space. So I don't know. That's a note, something to note. Some of the months will have a few more holidays and they'll be stacked there at the bottom. It's not like it gets in the way. I feel like it might be more of a consideration in the softbound, but that's what they look like there. Thanks a million for tuning into this video of the Coiled 2021 to 2022 Erin Condren academic. So after this, I'm going to have another video posted with both of the softbound academic planners that I received from Erin Condren to review, and that was actually surprised me. It actually ended up being one of my favorites as well. They're just so portable. There's so much to love about them. And then I'll have another video about how I set up this Coiled planner and make it work for me in my academics and personal. Another quick note about the academic planner. With the life planner, you can customize coils. You can do that with the academic planner as well. So I don't have any black coils from Erin Condren, but I'll show you. These are like just two of the notebooks that I have. So you can customize with a rose gold coil. Obviously it won't be this small. It will be like the proper fit for the academic book. But they've got a rose gold coil and then a gold one as well. Usually I think the upcharge for changing your coil color is going to be about $10. If you stick with the base silver coil, then it's already included in the price of the book, so you won't have to pay that extra. I got the academic planner both because of these divisions in the book, but also when I got it last year it was about $37 for this book, and I think it's going to be about $38 this year as well when it releases on June 8th. So it literally is the most affordable, like fully fleshed out planner that you can get in this 7x9 size from the Erin Condren website. I think it's such a good value, especially for students. For me, it was kind of a jump in price. The most I had paid for a planner before this one was $20 for think somewhere 12 to 18 months or so. I don't mind the price for the upgrade. I mean, you get like that 80-pound paper, and I really do like the thicker paper since I use a lot of markers and things from time to time, and the extra notes pages, and just the fact that it's customizable. And since it was my first academic planner purchase, I had $10 off. So $10 off the 37, so it was 27, and then I also have like a new customer coupon. And I think I ended up getting mine for like 20, somewhere between $20 and $25 with like rebates thrown in the mix too. So if you don't have rebates, I'll link it below. Ask your questions about it because it's a great way to save money. I think it's called Rakuten now, and there's another Chrome extension called Honey. But anyways, if this is going to be your first planner purchase, or if you do decide to get a life planner after checking out my other life planner video talking about those, you will get $10 off your first purchase. So don't feel like you ever have to go to the Erin Condren site and just pay full price for anything. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Don't think I have, because of the coupons that come out with your planners a lot of times, and then also the fact that I got the Rakuten and Honey. So those are just a few tips of mine before you go ahead and put in your order. Thanks a million for tuning into this video of the Coiled 2021 to 2022 Erin Condren Academic. I'll catch you in the next video.